Hello guys, Ahmed Al-Azaiza here of Forex Trading Signal. Today we're gonna go to talk about very important topic, which is a continuation from our lesson series. So last time we were talking about the type of chart and how to identify the type of chart, and we have detailed the candlestick. Today we're gonna go to learn the resistance and support and how to identify trends and patterns. So in this tutorial video, we will locate resistance and supports, bearish and bullish trends. We will understand the trending charts and bearish vs bullish. We will prepare to understand the type of the patterns in the next lessons and next tutorial videos. So bear with me, please. We will start in a moment. So now we will understand the trend and specifically the bullish trend. When we say bullish, means that we are pulling the price up, as you see here. This is trend. We were speaking last time about how to identify resistance and supports by drawing triangles. And as you see here, if you look to the arrows, which is representing the triangles between the red circles, which is representing the resistance, and the blue circle, which is representing the supports. So if I want you to identify resistance and support, so resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support until the end. So we call this trend now bullish trend, okay? And the bullish trend is identified by the pull icon. So this is bullish trend. If you compare this high and this high, you will find that this high is higher than this high. We call this higher high. Then the next one is higher than the previous high, then higher high, higher high, higher high. When it comes to the support, we call these areas lower areas. When it comes to the bullish trend, we call this low. Then we call this higher low because the low is higher than the previous low. So we call this higher low. Then the next one higher low, higher low, higher low until then. So if you want to identify a bullish trend, you must have always higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs and higher lows, which is higher highs and higher lows. Okay, this is the bullish trend. We'll go now to the bearish trend. In the bearish trend, the icon of the bear is representing the bearish trend, the downside bearish trend. So when it comes to the bearish trend, you will have supports where it's annotated by the blue circles and the resistance where it's annotated by the red circle. So when it comes to the bearish, as you see here, the trend is going down and we have support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance until the end, as we have learned at the previous video, that if we need to identify resistance and support, you just draw triangles between the high levels and the low levels. So this is a bearish one. So the bearish, if I want to identify a bearish and describe it by word, I can say it has high, then lower high, and on the support side, it has to has low, then lower low. What does it mean? Lower high. That means we have high, but after that, the chart was forming high, but the high was lower than the previous high. So we call this lower high. That means it's lower than this high or the previous high. So lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So in the support side, it has to be lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. So this is how we identify a bearish trend. Okay. Now, to understand more, we'll detail this now. This is an example from a normal chart. In figure 1, we have downstream trend. You see, it's downstream trend. Okay, so in each area, we have highs and we have lower highs. And as well as we have supports, which is the low, and lower lows. Okay, so this is the bearish trend. On the other side, the bullish trend, which is going upstream, okay, we have higher highs and we have higher lows. So the low is going up and the high is going up in the bullish. In the bearish, the high is going down and the low is going down as well. Okay, so this is how to identify trend. In the next slide, again, we are explaining about the high and low just to make sure that you are understanding very well. Figure 1, you can see the bearish trend. In figure 2, you can see the bullish trend. In figure 1, you can see bearish trend with lower highs. This is the first high. This is the second lower high. Then you can see lower lows, lower low, lower low, lower low. Forget this. This is a breakout. We call it. We will speak about it in the next videos. In figure 2, the bullish trend, which is represented by the icon bull, it's high, then higher high, higher high, then low, higher low, and higher low. Forget this also. It's a breakout. Let's move to next. Now the third movement, which is the consolidation, which we have learned in the last time, where the highs and lows are equal. So when you look at this, if you compare the highs, it's on the same level. When you compare the lows, it's also on the same level. So we call this consolidation. What I understand from this, I understand that there is 3 movements for the chart. Bullish, trend is going up. Bearish, trend is going down, and consolidation, which is a side movement, and it is fight between the bull and the bear. In this area, the traders will be confused and they will fight. One of them is going to win. When the one side is going to win, when we have breakout, and that is what we will talk about it in the next videos in our strategy. When we have breakout here, then it's breaking the consolidation. So if I have a breakout to the upper stream, that means bullish is winning. So I'm going to go with the bullish. So if they have the breakout from the downstream, then bearish is winning. So I'm going to go with the bearish. So we will identify this in the next videos and we'll explain how to make these trades on the breakouts. Is it clear? All right, I hope so. So next, now this is the side movement and this is what we are talking about. So if you see here, the price is hitting the same areas. So high, the same high, low, the same low, high, the same high, low, the same low, high, the same high, low, the same low. Here, I don't like you to trade in consolidation. We don't trade consolidation because consolidation, it's a confusing area between buyer and seller, and it's fight between buyer and seller. So I don't want you to get a trap. If you are confused here, do not trade. So in the consolidation, we don't trade it until we have a breakout here and retest and continuation. So we'll speak about this also in the next tutorial videos. Okay, so summary and things to know. To trade any trend, there is a sort of patterns which called continuation patterns if you want to trade the trend, and those are the continuation patterns. Okay, bullish flag pattern, bullish pennant pattern, bullish falling wedge, bearish flag pattern, bearish pennant pattern, and bearish rising wedge. And also we have something called reversal pattern, bearish double top, head and shoulders, bearish rising wedge, bearish expanding triangular, bearish triple top, bullish double top, bullish inverted head and shoulders, bullish falling wedge, bullish expanding triangular, bullish triple bottom. So those patterns, we're gonna go to learn them one by one. For each pattern, we will have one lesson and video tutorial. So I hope you have found these videos good for you. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, click the like button, share the video, and please activate the bell icon. Thank you very much. See you in the next lesson from our Forex Foundation lesson series.